Howdy do, y'all. I have a new product here. They just sampled it the other day when I was at Macadoodle, so I picked some up. American-born Moonshine, original, 103 proof, White Lightning, traditional mountain recipe, unaged corn whiskey and cane spirits, 51.5%, 103 proof. Now, I believe he told me when I did the sampling that it was 90% corn, 10% cane sugar, so let's hope I'm right. I've got some here on, well, not necessarily a rock, a globe. I used my globe mold here. They did have it somewhat cold, but I know when I drank it, that this type of whiskey for me works better very chilled. Somewhat warm. I won't, I like aged whiskeys neat. Some I do on the rocks. But unaged whiskeys, I personally prefer extremely cold, which is why I've got this big globe in there. Apologize for my nose. I just came outside and I started sneezing like a, something out here just tickling the hell out of my nose today. You're not looking for aged spirit aromas with a whiskey like this. Personally, I'm just looking for it to be clean. Oh yeah, I typically prefer aged whiskeys. I have made no bones about that, and it has taken me a while to understand and appreciate unaged whiskeys. I did some early videos a few years ago. I did a video on the popcorn Sutton whiskey, and truthfully, I probably didn't do it justice because I may not have understood the style. I really need to go buy a bottle of that and kind of compare it to some of these others that I've had. It is more expensive than most of them, and I kind of find they're kind of getting by on the name. But again, I may not have been as fair as I should have been. I may not have understood the style as well as I thought I did at the time. How about if I say that? Got about 2 ounces in here. This is the first time I've had it, so I'm having it, on the rocks with nothing added to it. Sometimes when I've had these unaged spirits, I've done cocktails with them. I've used them in place of vodka or gin and made martinis out of them. I have used them to make white versions of a Manhattan or an old-fashioned. And I find them great in that capacity. They're also nice when mixed with lemonade, or I've even used them in a sparkling lemon. But again, this one I'm having completely straight, or just the ice globe. Man, I'm having trouble speaking. This is my first drink of the day. I poured about 2 ounces in here. It is a little sweet, but it isn't unpleasant, nor do I find it harsh, which I find interesting. Many of these so-called moonshines are being bottled at 80 proof. This one's being bottled at 103, and I'm not feeling any more alcohol burn from this than I do most of the 80 proof versions of. It is very smooth. I can tell it's very well put together. It's out of Nashville, Tennessee. Oh yeah, it's drinkable. For a while I didn't care for unaged whiskeys. Like I said, now I'm kind of getting used to them. I've tried them in different things. I've used these also in place of, say, Irish whiskey and made kind of a moonshine coffee out of them. They will give you a kick. It doesn't add a whole lot of flavor, but it adds more flavor than, say, vodka. Where vodka, you just want it to feel kind of clean. These do have some flavor. I'm guessing the sweetness is coming more at 90% corn. I'm guessing the sweetness is coming more from the corn than the cane sugar, but I don't know. I did have some when we were in Kentucky a couple years back. We had some Sugar Shine that was, I believe, 50% corn, 50% sugar. And that was very sweet, and it could be from both. I don't know. For me, the colder this gets, the more easy drinking it becomes. Again, I mean, if you want to drink this right out the jug, right out of the jar, in your cabinet, that's fine. I mean, some people certainly like it that way. For me, this type of whiskey is better cold. I like it cold. If you want it warm, hey, drink it warm. It makes me no never mind. But don't begrudge me for drinking it cold either. Yeah, I have noticed as this gets colder, as my globe melts a little bit, it does become a little sweeter. This ran about 21 a bottle. Not necessarily bad for the style. I mean, I've certainly paid more for some. This one at 103 proof is more proof than a lot that are going for $25 to $30 a jug or a jar or a bottle. You know, selling these in mason jars has become rather trendy. I do like this because it's got that little spout on top. I don't have to pull the jar off or the lid off. It does pour easier than, say, pouring from a jar. So, hey, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. I'm enjoying my American-born moonshine out of Nashville, Tennessee. Did I say Tennessee earlier? I feel like I said Kentucky. I'm losing my mind. I'm very tired, man. If I said Kentucky, I apologize. I was thinking Kentucky for some reason. Nashville, Tennessee, man, I'm losing my mind. 103 proof. Traditional mountain recipe. It's very good. Sir, if you're a fan of this style, this one is certainly worth a look. So, hey, I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. Have us today. I'm the Moonshine Whisperer. We'll talk to you later.